Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time up, Jason put up 7 innings against the Miami Marlins in Chase Field, allowed 1 run on 7 hits, collected 9 strikeouts, and participated in a game that ultimately went to a 14th inning loss, which meant that we got swept by the Marlins. What a shame. Kind of sucks because they are, well, I guess they're mid-table in the East, but check this out. I noticed this while I was looking at tables earlier. Check out the West. Everybody's got 12 wins and either 13 or 14 losses. This keeps up, we're going to have a game 163, possibly a game 164. But yeah, either way, want to possibly get on top of the table here and stay there if we can. So we need to start winning some games, guys. Let's get on it. Okay, bullpen day. What do we got? Slider velocity, meh. Slider control, meh. Base on balls per 9, meh. Work on the slider, I guess, maybe, kind of, sort of. Do some Pilates. Hey, get that Pilates minigame going. I think. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what we'll do here. We'll go ahead and play a Pilates minigame because I don't think I've played any minigames with Jason yet. So we'll go ahead and do the Pilates minigame. Hope you're hyped for it. All right, Jay, time to get your parappa on. I wouldn't expect too much out of me. My expertise was always in elite beat agents, not in parappa. I feel like I'm doing okay so far. Yeah, I didn't get a gold, but I got a silver. That ain't too bad. Feel the burn, Jason. Get that core body strength up. Okay, and also we get Clubhouse time. So let's see who we can work with. We can either work on improving our relationship with our teammates or start antagonizing our opponent, which I don't care too much about the Reds. So let's worry about the guys on our own team for the moment. Let's talk to Mark Madsen. He's actually tearing it up. He's got one of the best batting averages in the league. I think he might well be the best. He might be one of, I think he's got the best average in the league right now. My no-nonsense attitude. Well, I do have a tendency to tell people what I think, whether or not it's what I should be saying or not. And that'll bring us around to the Cincinnati Reds in Great American Ballpark. Now, Jason has faced the Reds a grand total of 6 times before in 5 starts. He has a 1-2 record against them. 2.64 ERA and a 3.07 WOBA, so good results against him all told, but at the same time, I'm sure Jason would love to get a couple more wins up against him. Either way, we'll never get him unless we get out here and get it.
Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cincinnati Reds. Stay tuned for Reds baseball. Next. Robert Stevenson will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody.
Now at the plate, Byron Bond. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, the third baseman.
Well, Arizona accomplishes nothing in the top of the first, so we come out here in the bottom, scoreless. Let's get to it.
Hey, let's go, big fella. This is right here.
Here comes the first pitch.
Two-seamer down, gets the first strike here.
For a strike. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, guys, you know what, as well as I do, being in the clubhouse before the game, this team's riding high. 4-0 to start the road trip. They're more concerned about what they're having for dinner.
They're swinging that changeup, nor should there have been.
1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
1-2 now.
That, on the other hand, a little generous call, maybe.
They already knew they had their work cut
I
out.
think I want to go low on this one.
But if he's gonna
We're not doing anyone's challenge here today, so worry about getting that low outside strikeout. Get that slider going. Stay clear of the showtime, I think, for the moment.
And a
swing and a miss. Thanks for playing. Have a seat. Get comfortable.
First out of the inning. Time now.
Strikeout number 1 for Jason on the day.
Lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Trevor Story in this one. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
So one away here with the bases empty, and in to hit next the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton, the fastest man in baseball? Perhaps still, I don't actually know. But we'll give him a try.
And he fouls this one off.
Pops one up behind home plate for strike 1. He was early on that one, so we'll go ahead and test him with a curveball.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Strike 2.
That's strike 2.
0-2. And there are
quickly behind here.
Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
I think I'm going to go ahead, go inside with this cutter, see if I can get him swinging this.
Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher? It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. You get, I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be
right field. Harper's under it. That'll be out number 2.
Back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
You can't run out a pop fly there, Hamilton.
Hitting shortstop Trevor Story comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a
curveball comes way in, and that'll be ball 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball.
I think I'm going to try to do more cutters to the right side of the plate and T-seamers to the left side of the plate, just to kind of get it. Kind of get a crossfire pattern going here where now the batters have to worry about whether stuff's cutting in, cutting out.
Swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Inside, outside.
Nobody on.
He was early on that slider, so I guess I'll give him another.
And the 2-1.
Only reason you can't do it is convention. If it works. Well, that didn't work, clearly, because it was right past Morris Lamb at first, and he's going to cruise into second with a nice double for Trevor Story.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking, too, right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
So
that'll bring up Paul DeYoung.
Middle infielder Paul DeYoung. And he's about as dangerous as they come.
We'll see if we can hold this man at first, or at second rather. Keep this boss from making an impact. I'm going to try to get him.
Get ahead, stay ahead.
I guess I'll try to get him. I don't know how I'm going to try to get him. I guess I'll try to get him on the slider down and away and see if he'll hold off on it, but.
From the stretch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball.
Two-seamer up and in, gets no swing.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way.
Two-seamer down.
Right here on the back.
They got it at Jack Reinheimer, and that is going to end the inning.
Two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show.
I guess I should have made him get out in fewer than 4 pitches. Oh well.
Coming To the plate now,
Arizona gets nothing going there in the top of the second, so Jason comes back out here still scoreless.
Hey, no outs now.
First delivery to him on the way. Chopper
Taps the 12-6 down. Strike one. Looks like a nice night in, nice late April night in Cincinnati.
0-1 pitch on its way. Fouled away.
That'll be strike two.
Here you go, fellas. Let's go.
Now I guess I'll go away with this curve changeup, down and away.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And
Swing and a miss.
Gonna hit that one.
Thanks for playing. Have a seat and get comfortable.
Strikeout, and there's one gone.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's take a look at Jock Peterson. He could probably play both corners, but his calling card is center field, where he can track down a lot of balls gap to gap and got a strong enough arm to throw guys out at the plate.
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Calls for a cutter away. First pitch.
First pitch on its way. Good on the ground.
That's grounded past Mark Madsen at third, and that's going to be a nice little grounder into left field for a base hit for Phillip Ervin. Man on first with one away.
At the plate, Jess Santana. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your
Swing and a miss, changeup.
And he jumps at a
Was he late on that one?
Swing and a miss.
No, way early on that one. Well, let's give you another one.
A 1-1 count.
So swing on that one.
Baseman.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Two-seamer down and in. Swing and a miss way early on that one.
Now. Ervin, base runner at first with one out.
And now we'll go ahead and give you that changeup low and away with some showtime on it.
All right, one time right here, kid.
Come on, right about there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Get off my plate.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
That'll bring up Kurt Waylock, right fielder for the Redlegs. Two-way, man on first.
Run and 9 to go. From the belt, the pitch.
Kind of hung that curveball, but it's on the inside corner and fair for strike one. Two-seamer up and away. No swing on that, and apparently a little high.
Come on, dog, get your pitch.
There goes the runner.
Two-seamer, and he's safe there. Phillip Ervin steals a bag there off of Jason, even though he threw a two-seamer, even though there was a nice throw from Mike Zunino there into second base. Still manages to swipe a bag. But we'll see if that even matters here in a sec.
A 1-2 pitch.
And swing on the changeup away, and that's ball two.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away.
Swing and a miss, changeup inside, and that gets him for strike three.
That will retire the side. Reds leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Now in the box, Jason Parham, 9-1-2 due up.
Okay, well, just like the upcoming inning, Jason's first to bat.
First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. Stevenson has logged upwards of 900 innings on the mound so far. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately.
Oof, nice curveball there.
Missed as he took something
Got hungry at that one.
Yeah,
Incidentally,
right here. I don't know
Jason
what you
also
said.
has over
Fastball
900
in,
innings
then a
pitched.
breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with
In
it.
that time frame, Jason has a 1.04 whip, so he's allowing about 1 batter per inning on base, which is, not bad.
He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And
change-up down and away gets me hungry. And Jason goes down for a strike.
He's looked great on the bump.
Have a seat and get comfortable, Jay.
I think his ability to change speeds effectively.
But, now you get to stand up here and make him look silly, too. So it's not too bad.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The 1-1 home. Hit down the third baseline.
Swatted that one a little early on it, I think. So slider down and away.
Here we go, guys.
Here's the 1-2
See what you can do with it.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing.
Okay.
It's ball 2.
You say so, ump.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
Here's the pitch on 2-2.
Get up, ball. Get up, ball.
Foul changeup. He was early on that one, but he squared it up pretty good.
The 2-2 one more time.
Swing and a miss. Cutter up and away. That'll be the out number 1.
He struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches.
5 strikeouts in 2 and a third innings. Not bad.
Into the box now, Byron Bond.
That's 5 strikeouts and 7 batters.
Yeah,
or 7 outs, rather.
Okay, last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
What in the world was that?
Strikes the count.
He's trying to get some dingers off of me.
0-0 our score.
Have a rip like you can. Here you go.
Edge of the
That's a
zone that
make-up
time
call.
taken, and
That's a
ruled
make-up call if ever I've seen one.
Hey, come on now, fellas.
Swing and a miss, change up inside.
1-2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up in that front
Try a slider away, see if we can take advantage of that aggression. Yes, we can. That'll be the second strikeout of the day for Byron Bond.
Out here, 6 already, and that's out number 2. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And I'll bring back up Billy Hamilton. Flew out to right field earlier.
Strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Hey, take a cut now.
Trying to change up away.
Line drive to left.
That is a nice line drive to left field. And Reese Hoskins is on it right away, but that's still a base hit, which puts Billy Hamilton on first, which is always the last place you want Billy Hamilton to be.
Usually gets deposited in the seats.
So runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Story.
Hey, 2 here.
First pitch of the at bat.
Just in case, we're going to try a little pitch out here. This might actually be a good opportunity for me to have taken that trait, that perk that allows you to pitch out or slide step more effectively.
Up top,
But in practice,
that can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Hey, let it rip, let it rip. Come on, big guy.
Look out, there goes
pitched out.
In there, now the throw.
Got him.
And he is caught stealing to retire the side.
Sorry about the delay there. I was trying to concentrate.
Another look at the throwdown.
I knew it was going to happen.
Third out on the bases.
I didn't want to let him get it.
After this.
So in any case, that'll be bring up the fourth inning here, and that'll bring Trevor Story back up to the plate. Fresh count, no outs, and no score still. Disappointing. Not sure if Robert Stevenson is pitching well, or if the Cincinnati defense is that good, or if we're just kind of having a bad day at the bat rack today. Somebody drilled holes in all our bats.
Two great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
You know, elevated fastball honestly sounds kind of nice right now.
Into the windup. Here
Fred
comes
two-seamer up and in. Swing and a miss. Thanks for playing. Trevor Story goes down on strikes.
Well, this pitching staff
has
done
be one away.
Good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out.
That'll be 7 now in the early going of this game. That will bring up Paul DeYoung.
Now back, second baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Stepping in now.
Slider down, first pitch. Not enthusiastic about it because of that. And in fact, he lines out to Bryce Harper out there in right field for the second out on the first pitch. But still, I kind of hung that one because it was good contact and he squared it out. Just got lucky about where it landed.
In there for strike one.
Change up. Again, that was kind of a mistake pitch. Grounded over to third base. This should end the inning. Mark Madsen over to Morris Lamb for the third out. So that'll bring the Diamondbacks back up to the plate, and hopefully they can get some plate success going on, because this kind of stinks.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Jason Parham, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
All right, 1 out. Nobody on for Jason here.
First pitch, here it comes. Well above the letters.
Oh, come on. Hit me. I dare you. I dare you, Stevenson.
Hey, looking for yours now. Come on,
see what you get.
High in the air out to center field.
Oh,
Hamilton
nice.
Is under it.
Nice little pop fly for Jason. Fly ball to center field, and 2 pitches, 1 out. So that'll bring up the top of the order.
Stepping in
and for Jason, that'll bring up Phillip Ervin. Only one of the few people to get on base, and really, aside from Trevor Story's double earlier, the only guy to make it up to second. Cutter up and away, gets a strike. Pitching 94 miles an hour on that, which is not bad.
Right now. Come on, guys.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off.
Taps the two-seamer up and in.
Wait for your pitch up there.
And how about we give him a little showtime down and away?
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
Here we go, Jay. Let's get it.
And
no, he got
ball.
it. He tapped that one, knocked it foul.
Hey, you got no one.
Two-seamer down, perhaps?
Oh, and this one is hit a ton.
This one's going high. It's going far. It's going out of here. Home run to left center field for Phillip Ervin. 2 for 2 on the day. And that one goes yard, 426 feet. Exit velocity of 105 miles an hour. And that one puts the Redlegs up 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. What a shame.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. That one was down in the zone, but I don't think it could have been much better pitch than it was.
Into the box now, Jess Santana.
Swing and a miss on that one up on the corner for strike one.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Swing and a miss on that one way up above the zone for strike two.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
No swing on that changeup outside at least.
1-2.
He preserves his honor at least that much.
Hey, plays it first. Plays it first.
Cutter down and away.
And
swing and a miss. That'll be the second
number 8
strikeout for
now in the
Jess
ballgame
Santana.
corner.
So Jason comes back from that home run to strike a dude out. And that's one away.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kurt
Right
Waylock.
fielder, number 3, Kurt.
First delivery to him on the way. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one, and one of the big factors why
Curveball now,
about
second pitch.
80% of his
No
first
swing on that
pitches
one.
have been for strikes.
A ball and a strike now.
Let's go. Let's go right here.
The
Got
1-1.
cutter up and in.
Taken strike two.
Twitches at it, but does
I think
not
that
swing
curve
on one
here
that probably would have been good to
had him
hit.
thinking about getting another one because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Oof.
Still 1-2 as
Slider
he
down and
fouls
in,
it
and he
away.
taps it
That was a
way
nasty
off the
pitcher's
plate.
pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance.
Change up, down and
hopefully
away.
his pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
And he just launches that one, and that's his second strikeout of the day. So aside from the home run,
Tells me a lot
Jason
about
doing
this
some
guy. He's
real
done a
work
really
out
nice
here
job
on the
bouncing back
mound.
from that
9
home run.
strikeouts
To
here
strike out the next two
in what
guys.
amounts to
Sometimes
4
you're
and
gonna get
2/3
taken,
innings.
But it's all about how you respond that really matters.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Stevenson.
Had him guessing.
Cincinnati
that time.
having a
Barely able
little
to
trouble
foul it
making
away.
contact here, although they do have 4 hits in 5 innings.
Hey, 2 here. Rip it there.
Looking
Try to
to
slide
punch
her
him out
down and
again.
away, 0-2.
Slider.
Well, that wasn't a strikeout there, but
Reinheimer scoops
there
it
will
up.
be
Close play.
a ground out over the first. Jack Reinheimer to Morris Lamb, and that'll end the inning.
Tonight, judging by
But not
this
before the Reds go up on top,
More here on a
1-0
Tuesday night
with that
after this.
Phillip Ervin home run.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Byron
For the
Bond.
Reds, the third baseman, Byron Bond.
We'll try to retire the side here. We've been doing all right.
First pitch on its way. The cutter
Away
outside,
gets
ball
nothing.
1.
1-0.
Hey, find some green, baby. Find some green.
Change up down. Gets swatted. He was early on that, so
Now he'll step off.
gonna give it another try here. Go 12-6 outside.
The 1-1
You got to figure
home.
Jason's timeout here is limited because if they wind up needing to
We've
put
seen
in
him
a
go
pinch
down on
hitter,
strikes more than once in this game,
they're gonna
so
do it when
this has
Jason's
been a
turn
better
comes up.
approach by him at this at bat, much more
I
patient.
think that's going to be
He's gotten
probably
himself
top of the
into a
7th
good
here.
hitter's
So
count.
this probably is going to be Jason's last at-bat, regardless of how well he
And he'll step
This is going to
on
be
first
Jason's
for the
last inning of work, regardless of
unassisted.
how well he does out here.
So stepping in, Billy Hamilton.
Bond goes out
He's 1
on
for 2
a
in the
ground
ball
out,
game.
so that'll be the first out.
Hamilton.
First
Two-seamer
offering on its
down.
way.
Swing and a miss.
Party there.
Missed
No
that one.
balls
I
and a
think he was
strike.
late on it.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial
I
rock.
mean, aside from the one pitch
Trying to
that
bunt
did not
his way
work so well
forward,
for
but this will
him,
get foul.
Jason has pitched extremely well today.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Here it comes on 0-2.
And sometimes you're just going to give up funny home runs like that one. That was down in the zone, and he golfed it out into left center field. Not sure there was a whole lot I could have done about that one.
You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And he'll try to get a
swing on that
there,
one.
So that's
2-2 count.
Even at 2-2.
How about
right here with this next pitch? After throwing 2 fastballs,
cutter up and away.
He's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches.
Did he go?
Looked like he's
no, he did not.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an
all right, well, he was late on that one, so
no swing. It's ball 3.
Hey,
guess we're going to go low and away, try to get some sinker action on this two-seamer.
Right,
see if the ump plays it fair. Well, he plays it fair, but so does Billy. I guess technically Billy played it foul, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? Grounded into second. Jamie Gutierrez gets it, and that will be the second out there. That'll bring up Trevor Story here. 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a double.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Took a little off.
Change up away for strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
To cutter up and in. He twitches at that one, but the inside cutter does get a strike.
I gotta say, his
I
command
think this is as good an opportunity as any. Showtime slider down and away. See if we get a swing and miss on it. We do, in fact. Trevor Story goes down for the second time today. Retire the batters in order in fewer than 15 pitches and end the inning. So we'll see if they leave Jason out here or if they go to their bullpen. They do, in fact, leave Jason in because Arizona has tied it up here in the top of the 7th. So they trust their ace enough to let him have an at-bat here.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
And in fact, they've put in their reliever now, Cincinnati has, so...
He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming.
Forcing it down. Take that for a ball.
That time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
But like I said before, Jason has been in the AL for quite a while, and his batting has not improved at all in that time frame. So... I wouldn't be expecting Solomon Barrios numbers up here because Jason is just not that good at hitting major league pitchers. Put him back down in Double-A maybe. Might be a different story. So now we're 3-1 to this batter, and all I really want is another low fastball.
The 3-1.
But in fact, we're not going to get a low fastball. We're going to get a base hit past the first baseman. And we're going to get on base here, Jason is.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's
so Jason improves his batting average on top of getting himself into the 7th inning. And that'll bring the top of the order back up. So all we have to do is not embarrass ourselves out here on the base paths, which, you know, is not like that's never happened. Oh, and Michael Lorenzen, home run king for the Cincinnati Reds bullpen, up and throwing.
Hey, you got one out right here.
Now the 2-1 will not catch the zone, ball 3.
Now that is what, 3-1 to this man as well, Jamie Gutierrez. Jaime Gutierrez, I keep saying Jaime, they keep saying Jamie. And that'll be a walk for Gutierrez, and that'll load the bases. And who should be coming up for this man on the mound? But Mr. Jack Reinheimer, who's 0 for 3 on the day. 187 average with a 1 homer and 8 RBIs. Not exactly the dude you're looking to, you know, blow this one wide open. Of course, if he keeps throwing like this, he's going to walk in a whole bunch of runs all by himself. Swing and a miss.
curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to
2-2 count for Reinheimer.
The runners hold on.
And that is going to be not a double play. It's a fielder's choice, but Jack Reinheimer still allows that run to get in from third, and that'll be a fielder's choice RBI. That'll put Arizona up on top for Mr. Bryce Harper. 1 for 2 on the day, with a walk, I presume. And this is the guy you're looking for to tie this game up with one swing.
Called strike, and he's
1 for 2 count now.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
And that, in fact, is going to get down into right field. And that'll drive Jason home for a run, and that will be Arizona up on top 3-1 with 2 away. We'll see how far they can take it when Jason gets back out on the mound. But for now, Harper blown this open a little bit for him.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. 2 up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
All right, so it is 3-1 when Jason comes back out onto the mound.
They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
So we're going to have to try to hold it here.
Takes this the other way to right.
That's a single out into right field for Harper, and DeYoung gets on base first pitch.
Hey, the object of the game is to pass the baton on the offensive side.
That'll bring up Alexi Cairo.
To get the tying run to the plate late in the game. That's exactly what happened.
We're going to try to keep these guys down so that they can't make any more progress against us. Jason has pitched extremely well today, man. He's only allowed the 1 home run.
Downstairs.
2-0 to Cairo here.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to Hackett,
and that's 3-0 now. That's not what I want to see. And that'll be 4-0. So Jason walks. Alexi Cairo here fails the challenge, unfortunately, and that will be Jason's day today. They will not allow him to face Phillip Ervin again. But 10 strikeouts on the day for Jason. Pitching 6 innings.
That's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there.
And they're going to bring out Matt Barnes to try to close out this inning and keep the game right where it's at. So we'll see how well Jason does. He's assured of quality start, even if those 2 batters are allowed to get a run in. But we're on the hook for the win for the moment. We'll see if the Diamondbacks can hold it. Survey says. All right.
Another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5.
Well, Jason had himself kind of an up-and-down sort of game. He pitches for 6 innings and allows 1 run on 5 hits and a walk, which was that Phillip Ervin home run. He collects himself 10 strikeouts and the win, going to 4-0 on the year and 63-39 in his career. His ERA has gone to 2.19, his FIP is at 2.41, and his xFIP is at 2.76. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.